A big day for the defense. Hi again, everyone, and welcome into Cincinnati Bengals Talk. I'm James Rapien of BengalsTalk.com here outside of Paycor Stadium where the Bengals practice. The practice, was forced inside. It started outside, then the rain came, forced everyone inside of the indoor practice facility down the street, and, the defense dominated there too. Really, really big day for the defense, led by Shemar Stewart, the first-round pick, practicing in pads for the first time in his NFL career as the Bengals practiced for the first time in pads this training camp, and it was a big day. It was a big day for Shemar Stewart. He had 2 pass breakups. He had a tackle for loss, or what would have been a tackle for loss, and one of those pass breakups, he was like walking and still knocked the ball that Jake Browning was throwing out of the air, but it's probably a sack. And we did post Shemar Stewart and we posted Demetrius Knight, what they had to say about this defense, about the rookie process. And so make sure that you check that out on YouTube or wherever you get your podcasts. To me, it's good to see this defense continually either responding the right way, and that's a theme that if you've watched these stand-ups, you've watched these reports, the defense, they may give up plays. They may give up huge plays, touchdowns, and get beat. But they rebound and they respond and they don't point fingers and they have the right attitude and they still make plays. And one thing that has certainly been a theme of camp and certainly was today was the defense makes a play, and then right after that, you get the celebration. You're getting guys celebrating each other. And whether it was Shemar Stewart, whether it was DJ Ivey with a nice pass breakup on Jermaine Burton in the corner of the end zone, you saw this defense make plays. And it's really, really important. I think one of those guys, a big factor so far, has been TJ Slaton. I was curious to see what it was like with pads on when you get a nose tackle like that. What is he going to do? What is he going to bring to this defense? And he's mattered a lot. I think from a leadership perspective, he's mattered a lot. From a mindset perspective, obviously a size and stature perspective, all of those things have been big when it comes to this defense and what Slaton has brought, which allows guys to play freer, which allows these guys to do what they've done. Now, the offense still made their plays. Joe Burrow, really the play of the day, I think, for the offense. And I'm trying to make sure that I'm not thinking of missing any, but it would have been like a 20-yard touchdown pass, Joe Burrow to Isaiah Williams. And Isaiah Williams continues to make plays. Had a really nice diving catch on Sunday. And then today with a touchdown grab on Dax Hill. Speaking of Dax Hill played outside, he played inside, and it went 11 on 11 yesterday and today. So back-to-back days of 11 on 11 for Dax Hill. They'll ramp him up, they'll bring him down. It'll be a mixture, but good to see there. I have plenty of other thoughts on camp today, on the past couple of days of training camp, including this rookie class and what to expect from them. We will do that coming up next. Today's video is brought to you by the Farmer's Dog. And if you're like me, your dog is part of your family. You want to keep them safe, healthy, active for as long as possible. And the Farmer's Dog has helped us keep our dog Finley in the best shape of his life. And how do you do that? Well, you switch from kibble to the Farmer's Dog. And it sounds a bit intimidating, but the first unboxing was so convenient. It's easy. It was delivered right to our door, and the packs of pre-portioned food are awesome. It comes with a feeding guide. It comes with a tote freezer bag, reusable storage container, and it's all right there for you. It makes feeding your dog easy. And that's the beauty of it, is healthy doesn't have to be challenging or complicated. The Farmer's Dog makes it easy. It gives you the peace of mind that you're protecting your dog, who, like I said, is part of your family. And right now, you're going to get 50% off your first box of freshly made healthy dog food by using my link, plus free shipping and 24/7 customer support. Click the link in the description or scan the QR code. Again, click that link in the description and get 50% off your first box with the Farmer's Dog. The Bengals are really relying on this rookie class, and I think a lot of these guys are ready to go. I was talking to a veteran about Shemar Stewart, and obviously it's just 2 practices, but he was like, man, the idea of Shemar and Trey is so exciting. And he said because of Shemar's athletic gifts and Trey's fundamentals, how he works, how he wins, all of those things, thinks that Shemar's going to be able to learn a lot from Trey. So this becomes a Trey conversation, right? Getting Trey in camp is going to be huge if and when that does happen, because it could help Shemar Stewart. But I also think it's a testament to Shemar Stewart in the gifts and the talent that his teammates already see, and they've practiced with him just twice. And so to see that right away, that's a really, really good sign. Other notes, Cam Taylor-Britt missed Sunday, was back today. This defense overall making plays. DJ Ivey, like I mentioned, made a play on the ball. I think multiple guys really throughout camp. Jordan Battle made a nice play on the ball. It's been good to see, and we'll see if that continues. But this defense, back-to-back days now, winning in the red zone. So on Sunday, and we didn't do a camp report on Sunday, but on Sunday, the offense was dominant for most of practice. Joe Burrow didn't throw an incompletion through the first 11 on 11, the first 7 on 7, and he was rolling, and then his first incompletion was just a throwaway. I mean, he was playing at a really, really high level and has all camp long. I think that's one of the themes of camp. But what was interesting about it is the defense rallied, bounced back, and completely won the red zone period. Completely. Shut Burrow out. 0 for 3 during a red zone period. They did not allow a touchdown to the first team offense. And that's what I mean by this defense bouncing back, figuring it out. And that bodes well. I think that bodes really well if they're able to continue that, the red zone defense part of it. Because if you remember a couple days ago, last week, I was like, man, this offense just crushed them in the red zone. And one of the things the defense clearly has worked on is not just installing the red zone defense, but being on the same page of communicating. Because back-to-back days now, they've beat the Bengals offense in the red zone, which is a good sign. Let's talk to another veteran about that. It's like you kind of want the defense to be winning in key moments of camp. That's how you know you're going to be a really good team, because you know that Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase and T. Higgins and Mike Gesicki and Chase Brown, all these guys are going to get theirs. And speaking of plays, if Isaiah Williams had the play of the day on offense, the second biggest player on offense would have been Chase Brown. Full padded practice. So now you can really get an idea of what's happening in the trenches. Chase Brown with a nice red zone touchdown. And the Bengals are hoping that's one of many, many touchdowns for Brown this season. One thing I asked Chase about, and we will post this video, it might be Tuesday, but we're going to post this video. I asked Chase Brown, what do you improve on the most? And he mentioned the mental side of things. And I think that's interesting because he's worked on his route running a ton. He's worked on his hands a ton in a pass-first offense. Obviously, you saw what he could do from an all-purpose yards-wise last year and compiling just yards through the air, yards on the ground, and just being a really high-end running back, do-it-all running back. Well, if mentally he knows everything at another level, well, guess what you're going to do? You're going to play faster. You're going to be able to play harder. You're not going to have to think as much, and that should lead to an even bigger year for Chase Brown. This team feels like it's in a good spot. And what's wild is it's the first day of pads. Shemar is here. You have 10 days until training camp, or until the preseason game 1. We're full-fledged into training camp now that pads are on. But 10 days until you see preseason game number 1 in Philly. And we know Joe Burrow is going to play. We know the starters are going to play. So we're going to keep you updated every step of the way. We have a ton coming for you this week. Obviously, our camp reports will continue. We have End of the Jungle on Tuesday night. Plenty to check out. So please make sure you do. Wherever you get your podcast, that's Apple, that's Spotify, that's Amazon, or you can also check us out right here on YouTube as the march to 60,000 subs continues. Hit that subscribe button, ring the bell, and until next time, for Andrew Fox Miller, I'm James Rapien. Thank you so much for watching and listening to Cincinnati Bengals Talk.